When you think of the disorder PTSD, you likely think of members of the military, but it's estimated nearly 8% of all Americans will experience symptoms of the disorder at some point in their lives. Kare 11's Brian Pyatt spoke with a Dassel man living with PTSD who hopes his journey will help others.
Matthew Doughty is the third lieutenant of the Dassel Volunteer Fire Department. It was a run-in with fire at the age of 5 that led him to this point in his life.
As a form of punishment, my mom decided that burning my hand, the top side of my hand, to third-degree burns, was most fitting.
That early trauma setting him on a path that led to running away from home, living in foster care, and eventually ending up in prison.
In my time, but in confinement, I attempted suicide twice.
The undercurrent through all of this were symptoms of PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, that Matthew says he just couldn't see.
For myself, it's irritability, inability to focus and stay attention, quick to anger.
It wasn't until he made the decision not to show up for his grandma's funeral that he realized something needed to change.
My grandma's handwritten wishes were that I was to be the front right pallbearer, and I didn't show up. That kind of was my revelation, or my waking up moment.
That moment inspiring the title for his book, telling his story learning to live with PTSD and his journey through foster care. Matthew also launched the website firefighterswithptsd.org to help first responders process what they experience on the job.
We don't feel feelings when they're natural to feel them. We bury them and then we're feeling them later, or we're not getting to it.
And as he continues to learn how to process those difficult emotions in his own life, he hopes his story can be a catalyst for others to feel less alone.
There's a lot of people that like to think PTSD with the diagnosis, it's the end of the road, I'm done, life sucks. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case at all. There's a lot of life after the diagnosis.
Well, Matthew has partnered with a national organization called Serve and Protect, which has a 24/7 crisis line where first responders struggling with PTSD symptoms can actually call for help. Matthew also does a lot of work supporting other children in foster care. We have information on all of that stuff for you at Kare11.com.
Oh, it's inspiring.
Yeah,
what a story.
It's important to tell the story.
Thanks, Brian.
You bet.
We'll be right back.